2023 के नए गोल्स क्या हों, हाउ शुड यू सेट योर फाइनेंशियल गोल्स, हाउ टू प्लान your financial goals for 2023 effectively. How can you better plan and make best options available for yourself while you're planning your finances for 2023? If you're looking for such solutions all in one, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Taresh and I'm a financial freedom specialist. By qualification, I'm a certified financial planner, pro, and by qualification again, I'm an MBA from IMI Institute, New Delhi. I'm also the founder and partner in a SEBI registered Securities Exchange Board of India registered firm called Advantage Financial Planners LLP, registered with SEBI as RIA, Registered Investment Advisor. With my 35 years of experience, I've learned that around this time, the beginning of the year, is the time to set goals. And when you're trying to set goals, you try to get the best of diary in place, online apps in place, everything you have, and especially when it comes to finances, you want to put everything together so that you have the best plan for the year ahead. You want to be this much planning for the year so that everything in the coming year is the best of your life. And you want to know how to get started. Well, this video is for you. Stay with me till the end because I'm going to give you some free gifts at the end, and I'm going to tell you how you can plan all your goals very effectively in the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. 7 points I've got, 7 ways how to plan your financial goals for 2023. With the help of this mind note, I'm going to explain one by one. So please close attention and be with me for the next 15 minutes because the next 7 points I'm going to explain one by one how you can plan everything so effectively. So starting with number 1 here, the first point I want to say is your clarity. What is your clarity? And clarity means that when you're looking at your personal goals, personal financial goals, then the number one thing to determine I would say is currently where you are. What is your status today? And now you get started with numbers. What is your expected income in the next 12 months based on what it was last 12 months? What are your expenses in this 12 months expected to be? And start making some provisions, and I'll tell you how you can do it. Look at all your debts which you might have or you might have incurred or you might be expecting or you want to clear off. So make a note of all the debts, whether it's credit card loans, whether it's home loan, whether it's car loan, personal loan, you have to pay off somebody. Once you do this income, expenses, income less expenses, less the debts, and making provisions for that, now you come to what savings are possible. As a household, as a family, as a husband, wife, and as a family, what you can look forward to, savings. And based on this, now try and assess your overall financial situation, that it is time to set goals. And I'll tell you how to do in the next step number 2. So up till this, I'm just set these 7 points to consider and keep in mind when you're looking at planning your goals going forward for 2023. So step number 2, when you're trying to set your goals, they should be smarter, not just the SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T, but E-R also. I'll go one by one, and maybe you've heard, but let's try and understand. So goals should be SMART, which means they should be specific, very clearly what exactly you want, 1 or 2 or 3 bigger goals, and then you divide by month, and then you could do it by week. Measurable, which you can measure every month. Achievable, not something not possible. Realistic, they should not be something which are not possible when it comes to money and finance, not within your income levels or your savings level possible. So they should be realistic. And last is time bound. So let's say you say that I want to buy a car by January 24, and in the next 12 months, January 23 till December 23, you would like to save. Let's say your income is 1 lakh rupees and you have household expenses of 70,000. So you're trying to save about 30,000, out of which 10,000 I'm going to allocate for my car goal, for the down payment. And let's say your car is about 10 lakh rupees and you want to make a down payment of, let's say, 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 30, about 10 or 20% of the total amount. So specific, it is measurable, it is achievable, it is realistic, it is time bound. So by December, you can now make your affirmation, which I have mentioned like this: I am saving 10,000 rupees towards my goal of buying a car by December 23. thereby having a great driving experience and going to the hills to the beach, to the mountains, or whatever. So you can make this affirmation here very clearly, because this affirmation, I'll tell you later how it will help you to achieve your goals very realistically. And now these 2 points, E and R, these are the 2 points which nobody is going to tell you. I'm going to talk about this. So E is ecologically, this should be sound, which means that you're not going to be hurting somebody else or the ecology or the environment around you. Maybe you want to plant more trees, you want to have, not by hurting anybody around your environment, hurting the environment ecologically also and environment also. And the last is, it should be real time. You can monitor it and you feel that, yeah, I'm going to be really achieving it. So I had said achievable, now I'm saying really achievable, because something you may say that I want to have 10 lakh rupees saved in the next 12 months and I want to buy a car which is 50 lakhs Mercedes. Well, make it more realistic and which is real life. It is not something somebody has told you and therefore you want to do it. So make it very smarter and make it now into an affirmation. So affirmation is in 3 ways, and I explain more this into my course coming up, the Richness Academy. The link is given below. Join me on my live webinars starting shortly. Register so that you're one of the first ones to get intimation on joining my webinar, where I'm going to be talking more about such things in my course, The Richness Principles. And if you haven't still bought my book, the book is The Richness Principles. It's available. You can just order it on the link given. It will be delivered to your home. You can buy from my office in Gurgaon. Well, continuing on the affirmations, you make it I. Second word is am, which means present tense. And third is saving. So you're doing some activity which is in real time. Then is rupees. Towards what goal? So very specific about, towards, goal of what? And now make it realistic, that rupees 10,000 and by December, time bound, December 2023. Thereby achieving what? So ultimately the car buying will help you what? Convenience to go to your office, taking a family out, or being able to commute to your workplace or whatever you want. So thereby leading to what? So if you want to buy a house by 2025, or you want to plan your vacations, or you want to buy your house, or you want to buy plan your retirement. So make this as a current, present tense, realistic, time bound, and don't make it which is somebody has told you to do it. It's your own goal. While you're making your goals for 23, again, point number 3 under clarity which you want, I would recommend that have the priority set now, that this is the most important goal for me. This is like, I would like to pay off my debts. I like to plan for my retirement. I would like to have first an emergency fund in place. So the entire 2023, you can plan only one goal. Do not go by people telling you should have multiple goals and allocate money. Well, if you feel your priority is only one goal, which is creating an emergency fund, because you just come out of COVID and you learned that not having an emergency fund was the biggest issue which you faced in 2020, 2021, 2022. So make emergency fund as the top priority, which could be 6 months or 12 months of your household expenses, which means that anything happens to you, you're hospitalized, you're unconscious, well, 6 months or 12 months of your household expenses, money is lying somewhere which can be retrieved by your family without you signing or putting an SMS or using your mobile. Make that provision very clearly for your emergency fund. Well, that's the priority number 3 I have set. Point number 4 is budget. Now clearly make a budget for the year 2023, which should be realistically planned out. Each month and you should be able to go back and say, I've done this, next month I can do this, but in between this I can cut expenses by 5 or 10% on electricity, on fuel, on unnecessary expenditure. And maybe you would like to, now you realize that you need to increase your income. So look at increasing your income also, so that your budget also increases. I'm just talking of the budget for the next month while you're planning month to month. Next we come to focus. Now budget after that is be very clearly focused on something every month, month to month. Be able to introspect on what you decided above, and now talk to your family that these are the things which I've prioritized. This is my clarity on my family budget. This is how I'm going to be planning my finances with your spouse, with your parents, with your children. These are the 7 points I thought I'll bounce off with you to make the January 2023-24 a big success. Once this clarity is with you, then we go on to the next point. Now, to make it very interesting, I've said let's make it a game plan, which means that have some kind of fun and tracking system in place, and some people you can get together with you, people who have got a common mindset. Like you have for racing, you have for bikes, you have for cars, you have for trekking. So you can form a club, whether it's a WhatsApp club where you have accountability partner built in, or it is just you and your spouse or your friend or friends. You can bring them together. And so I would call it people with common mindset who want to plan their finances for 2023. You can form a club for that. You can form an online WhatsApp group. You can have an email group, a Facebook private group you can form and page, and you can get together where people can be having same mindset. They are becoming have an accountability partner one, whether it's your spouse, your friend, or this club I'm talking about, and have a review system with them. Every month we'll meet once, we'll see how much I have done progress, make it 100 scale, that I want to save 10,000 rupees for my car and I've done 9,000 rupees. Next month I will make it 11,000, 10,000 per month. So accountability partner, have a review system, then have milestone that every month once we do this on the 28th, 29th, 30th, we will have a reward system in place that I'll have let's have a meetup on the last Sunday of the month and have it written out. Everything is written out by pen on a paper diary, or if you prefer online. And at this point, it's good idea to have a financial planner on board who can be advising you as a club, as a group, or as an individual. And I'd like to take your opinion going forward that these are my plans for car, for home, and these I need professional help to get started with these ideas. Now the next point is tools. So whether you can have great tools to put together. I'm not going to name anything at this moment in this video because I want to be totally unbiased with my ideas here. So in this video, I'm talking about goal cards. So just simple goal cards, the size of your visiting card, which you can put in your pocket, in your wallet, on your washroom mirror, in your office desktop. So I have a goal card which you can put somewhere, and from your wallet you can look it up, and as I said, the affirmation. So you can bring that into the picture. Have a vision board. The various vision board templates available on my book site, on various sites are available. Vision board which you can download and just copy paste, cut paste what you want on your vision board. A house, car, vacations, retirement, children's education, and my fun amount. Third point is apps. So there are a lot of apps to help you do all this. Online also, and in an app also. Fourth, there are a lot of softwares. There are a lot of downloadable calendars available which can help you for 2023 online management. You can download that. You can take it into a Google Sheet. You can download as a PDF, and you can have inbuilt trackers in that for time management. Time management, I'm saying because time is money. So properly planning your time every week, every month is also important. And the last is trackers. So with all this, if you have tracking systems in place, inbuilt into the app, inbuilt into the software, inbuilt into your calendar. I also have a calendar on a wall. I want to write it down on a wall calendar, what my dates are, important dates, where I have to pay credit card, where I have to ensure my SIPs are in place, where I have to see my statements with my bank, with my CA, and all this is in a tracker system on a Google Sheet, on an Excel sheet. So all this gets now synchronized. If you want to have an effective way, tools, whether you would like to build a community on such ideas where people with common goals can come together, like I said, accountability, and the community can be goal focused, that we will help each other to achieve the year-end financial goals, or it could be the convenience which the community brings. Old system used to have that chit fund where common families or groups of friends used to come together and say, I'll be able to contribute 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. I'm not talking of that, but I'm saying community which is like-minded, where people are there to implement and help you implement things, and they remain focused on this topic of financial goals for 23. And all of you are value driven, that if we achieve this, as I said, the reward system is there. So these systems to start with, all those ideas which have got ingrained in your mind, people have told you, parents have told you, your family has told you, and those fears about money, about an anxiety, resentment and guilt, bring all the four together now and plan things like criticism, greed. Plan to remove them from your life if you want to have a clear path ahead which is full of confidence and there is no clutter there. even remove certain social media friends who are not relevant here while you're trying to focus on your goals, how to set, plan your financial goals for 2023. So these points become important with old belief systems unless you remove them. And if you have certain fears about money, anxiety about not having money, resentment that you're not a rich person, guilt that I could not do something, and you go on criticizing people, put all this together and now say that I'm going to delete all these together. And there are counselors available, there are psychologists available, psychiatrists available, mind readers, and neuro-linguistic programming practitioners who can help you remove all of this from your life permanently. And that can be a major step if you want to remove all that clutter from your life now, and you want to focus now on the brighter life, how to set your financial goals for 2023. So this was deletion. After deletion, point number 6 is mindset. Now, if you have got all the community and deletion points written out somewhere at the end of my video, and now you want to know how you do it, I'm going to give you 7 points here, starting with your mindset. So it is your mindset which is working for you, against you, and it is all ingrained here with the neuro pathways laid out. Read more in my book, chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, where I talk about mindset. And I'm saying at this point number 2, that do not have a borrowed mindset, which people have told you. You think your neighbor has got, or colleague has got, your friend has got, your brother, sister, or somebody has told you. So now at this stage, have your own value systems. I talk more about value systems in my webinar called the Richness Principles Masterclass, where I talk about how you build your value systems. And in the course which I introduce, I talk about how you can make your own value systems one by one, step by step. And at this stage, I would say that, okay, your value system now had to be congruent in what you wanted, which I told you in step 1, 2, and 3, and something which you believe in, and something which is smart. And it is not just somebody who has told you that this is how you should have, but I would say feel happy also about it, because unless you feel happy about all the 7 points in mindset, your mind is not going to make you happy. So if you're not happy doing certain goals, right time is now that when you're planning how to set your financial goals in 2023 beginning, well, feel happy that you got all the set goals and you have got a process, and now you want your goals, which you believe in, to be achieved as per the smart system I have explained, and you've made it into the app. So be sure that you're happy about doing all this. It's not that you're doing for somebody or Taresh has asked you in this video. No. Let's go on to the next. I've given you all the 7 points, starting with clarity, how to set goals, game plan, the tools which you should have, the community which you can build around building your, developing your financial goals, how you can should delete out certain points, things you don't need in your life, the financial clutter in your life. Read more in my book, how you should close certain maybe insurance policies or certain investments you don't need, and have now a mindset very clearly set for what you want, what makes you feel happy, and these are not borrowed goals. Now you can ask me, okay, all of this is okay, but अब आगे क्या करें, कैसे, कुछ एक्शन प्लान दो तो हम उसको कर सके. So here is the action plan, very sharp and pinpointed is the action plan. And the action plan is not something which I have discovered or made. This is there in my book, and I talk about it in my course also, starting with number 1, the budget. So as you have already made the idea of having a budget in the first point, but here I'm talking about have a plan to make a budget now in the action plan, something which you can track, which you now know how much you're going to be spending every month. If you can cut costs somewhere, you can allocate that money somewhere and it goes towards certain goal. So if you cut 1,000 rupees in the example I gave towards the car goal every month, increase by 500 or 1,000 rupees, the faster the goal achieved, happier you are. So the budget here is going to help you in achieving all of that. I would say make a plan. So a plan could be a financial plan which starts with identified goals, where you have created a budget now, and how it will work is very clear to you, and you set aside monthly some 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour every month or every quarter to assess that where I was, where I want to be, or every quarterly, and how you can increase your income effectively time to time reviewing and looking at that, whether you're asking your boss or your business to increase allocation towards your personal savings, or thinking at least about it, or if nothing is happening, at least now you have a plan where you're writing down everything every month to say that spending habits also need to be relooked, and you're telling your family that I need to look at spending habits, not eating out, dining out so much. And number 3 is, as I said, a tracking system in place. Now, tracking system where you can check your progress every month, where you can do adjustments every month, where you can stay on track, and the system tells you that you have to be on track and you're easily achieving your goals month by month. So if something is not happening Jan, Feb, March, in April, relook and say, as per my tracking system, this is not working out. I need to make some provisions. And now, well, this is just your personal process. So this is only for you I'm talking about. Everything I've talked about is personal financial plan, how to set goals, financial goals for 2023. And if it is working for you, it is only for you. Do not look at others, how it has worked for others. So it may not work for others. Don't tell people that I have achieved, you do the same thing, or don't listen to such people who say that I've got 4 months, 6 months, 1 year doing this is my personal process, copy it, do the same investment, the same mutual funds, same insurance, buy, or do this. Don't listen to them is what I'm saying. May not work for others, which have worked for you, because this is your personal plan. Now I would say this point, if this becomes overwhelming and you feel that this is just too much, well, and you say that I'm not sure where to start, and you've got a lot of questions, and sometimes you're embarrassed to ask even somebody, a friend, that I don't know, I shouldn't ask some friend that I'm just overburdened, there is no money left, and there is so much of loans, and I don't know exactly what to do with loans. This is the right time to create a financial plan. In the link given below, I'm giving an introductory video and a process to get started with a financial plan. If you come to me and you want to get your financial plan started, I've given you a process there, step 1, 2, 3. Look in the video link given below, or go to my site taresh.in and look at how you can do all of this easily. And now you take into account that you are going to create a financial plan which will encompass all of this easily, and this is your individual situation. This is not a family with 10 members or a group of people. We're talking, seek advice at your individual situation, which can be that I want to reduce loans, I don't know how to do it, I want to save every month 20% of my income, 50% of my income, but I don't know how to allocate into what, whether it's gold, whether it's mutual funds, whether it's real estate, whether I should buy insurance, whether I should go for stocks or bonds, I don't know. So this is the right time to seek advice. And finally, when you're looking at this, well, I would say seek professional help, because a good financial planner hiring at this point of time makes a lot of sense, because even if you pay fee to a financial planner, he will lessen out the burden which you might be getting over a period of time, and this brain stops working after that. And with a financial plan, now be ready to take help of our investment advisor, like our firm registered with SEBI as a registered investment advisor. So with no biased opinion towards any particular mutual funds or stocks, or preference towards real estate or anything, and there is no selling involved, that is the right investment advisor. Look in the video below, a 40 minutes video I put together, which explains more about how a financial planner and an investment advisor separately at 2 stages can help you with your professional help on saving money. And the last I would say is you have to remain motivated for all of this. So 7 points on how you stay motivated. When you look at your goals, that these are my goals, that goals can take time. Now, talking about buying a house, it takes 20 years, 10 years, taking loan, paying, and being happy about it that I've taken the loan. I'm able to pay the EMIs. I've got income of this much, and I'm happy to remain motivated because I'm able to pay taxes, and I'm okay with it, and I'm on track with my expenses, I'm on track with my savings, and there is a system I've put in place which helps me to remain motivated and focused, and there is a long-term perspective in whatever I'm doing, and I'm feeling happy. With these 7 points, how you remain motivated is what I would say will help you to be totally planning everything out. So with this is the action plan which I've just shown you, which involves seeking advice and saying that this is my personal process, and I'm not going to be taking the help of a friend or a family member who may be biased towards certain things, but taking unbiased opinion from somebody who can help me doing all this is the action plan. Budget, making a plan, having a tracking system, a personal process, seeking advice, taking professional help, and staying motivated. So that's the action plan, I would say. Finally, with this video coming to an end, and these are the seventh point is the secret I promised you. So look at the complete holistic picture now. I would again repeat to sum up this video, and now in the next 2 minutes, please make notes. Clarity, game plan, tools, community, deletion of what you don't want, a mindset which is positively oriented, and an action plan. These 7 points are going to help you when you're looking at your personal finance going ahead. And this is where you would say that I am now confident of what I'm going to be doing in 2023, how I plan my financial goals, which are going to set me aside for the last 2, 3, 4 years, and is going to be a great path which I would lay ahead for my next 5 years or 20 years. And this 2023 is going to be a remarkable year for me. And that excitement and that motivation and that junoon and that josh, you can now be looking forward to that. This 2023 is going to be very exciting for me, because I have put together my personal plan and my personal step-by-step process, which I'm going to follow for my own self. It is made by me for helping me month by month using certain tools, apps, software. So do remember to use those also, and taking the help of a financial planner in the beginning of the year to sort out the entire past history, making place, deleting out things, making a bigger path where there is mind clarity and deleted points which makes the hazy things out, and a clear path ahead will enable you, your spouse, your family, your children, your parents to be having a joyful start to this year 2023, which I am looking forward to. Today, last day of the year 2022 and beginning of the year January 2023. I'm also excited with this process which I have already put in place. Last 2 years, 3 years is been working fine for me in a much better way. And these 7 points which I put together, therefore, are a combination of what I have practiced, what I have implemented, and I have realized that these are all possible unless the 7 points are woven together and they were understood by you. Go back to the first minute, watch the entire video again, make notes, watch the video links given below, and understand more. If you want more clarity, maybe you can send me an email or connect with me to understand how you can put all of this together. That video is going to help you to make getting started with a financial plan, getting started with your investment process thereafter, and having a firm path for the next 15-20 years. Trust me, believe me, last 2 decades, the clients whom I've helped, and the last 1 decade, especially since 2013, we got our firm registered with SEBI as registered investment advisor, and giving true unbiased opinion to my clients on what is best for them, and not telling them you buy from me, you buy this insurance or buy this mutual fund. Because if I'm giving them advice on a particular mutual fund and my firm having registration with SEBI says that I cannot be advising anything where I will earn any direct or indirect commissions from anywhere, lets my client get that confidence that what Taresh is saying is only for my benefit. He has been paid a fee, and that takes care of his benefit, his why he would advise me for what, and that fee is taking care of that. Once that clarity is with you, that confidence is with you, and you go ahead for the next 2, 3, 4 years, at the end of 5 years, look at this video again and see what I have said has already stood complete confidence with me for the last 2 decades. And therefore this video makes sense how to plan your financial goals for 2023. It makes complete sense that what I've said, 7 points are there for you to practice, learn, get the knowledge, get the right tools, the right skills if required, and develop your mindset accordingly.